Hi guys, welcome back to this special series on building 7 use cases of machine learning using Android. Till now, we have covered how to set up your Android Studio, set up your virtual device or emulator, how to handle permissions, and how to get an image from the user's phone. In this video, we will continue by integrating the MLKit library and doing some image classification on top of it. So let's begin. So let's go back to our Android Studio project, and the first thing that we will do is to add the library. So for that, go to the left side Android pane, and under Gradle scripts, this will be closed in most of the scenarios. Just open this Gradle scripts, and you're looking for a file called build.gradle. Now there are two build.gradle. The one that you're looking for says module ml series demo.app. Double click on this file and then scroll down to dependencies. Now this dependencies is the place where we actually add the third-party libraries or any external libraries that we want to use. So I'll just add the library here. So it is com.google.mlkit colon image labeling colon 17.0.5. Okay, only one L. So com.google.mlkit image hyphen labeling, and the version is 17.05. So once you write this, click on the sync now, and Google will start integrating the library with your Android project. Okay, so the library is successfully added. You can see the build was successful. So now let's go to our image helper activity. And so there are two steps. First, we define the image labeler or the image classification object, and then we pass the bitmap that we are getting from the Android intent to this image labeler to get the different labels or classifications of our image. So let's define, so image labeler, you can see it will be under com.google.mlkit vision label. So we'll just name the variable as image labeler, and in on create itself, after we define our variables, we will initialize it. So image labeler is equal to, so image labeling dot get client. So we'll just use the default options for now because we're not using any custom build or any custom options. So image labeler options dot builder. So we'll just set the confidence threshold to 70%. So we have to set it to a number between 0 and 1. So it will be 0.7 f and dot build. Okay. So our image labeler object is defined. It is ready to accept bitmaps. So for that, let us define a new method. So private void run, let's name it run classification, and we'll pass the bitmap here. Okay. So first thing the image labeler needs is an input image. So we can just create the input image using the bitmap. So we will assume here that the image is not rotated. So we'll just give the rotation degrees as 0. Sometimes when you're using the camera, the user might rotate his phone. So this rotation degrees comes in handy there. So once we have the input image, we will pass this input image to the image labeler. So image labeler dot process input image dot. So the process has some listeners. So one will be success listener and one will be failure listeners. We'll add both of them on success listener. So you can see Studio has pre-filled most of the stuff for us, and then we'll just add a failure listener. Then we'll come back to our success one. Okay. So in failure, we will just print the stack trace. We're not doing any extra processing there. But in success, you can see that we are getting a list of image labels. Now, the if the size is greater than 0, then we know that the image labeler was able to identify some of the objects, or it was able to classify the image. Otherwise, we will just set the output as could not classify. So if it was able to classify, we will have multiple image labels. So what we'll do is we'll create a string which will have these multiple labels which will be written on separate new lines. So we will use a string builder. String builder is used in Java to combine strings, so we will be using that to make our jobs a little easier. And then for each label, or so for each label in image labels, we will do a builder dot append label dot get text dot append colon, and then append the confidence score. And then finally, we will also append a new line character so that the next label comes on the new line. So run classification is ready. Our image labeler object is ready. Now we just have to call this run classification method once we get the bitmap. So if you remember, we were getting the bitmap in the on activity result, and we were creating bitmap from the URI. So here itself, we can call run classification on the same bitmap object. Okay, so the build has finished. The app is getting installed, and now when we go to the image activity and then we pick an image, so I've also uploaded all these images in a OneDrive folder. The link is in the description. You can copy these images from there. Okay, so I think we forgot to set the text view after we create the image. So yeah, silly mistake. So after we create the string builder string, we need to set it also. So set text builder dot toString. Sorry for that. So now let's rerun the app. So go to image activity, pick image, and here. So if this is an image from London where you can see buses, people, and roads and buildings. So the same thing the classifier is able to detect. There might be more classification, but because we have given the 70% threshold, it's only displaying these 4 top ones. So you can see how easy it is to just add the ML Kit code. We only need to set up our Android app properly. So in the next video, we will start working with the camera. We will see how to get images using the camera. And then after that, we will continue with other use cases. So if you are more interested in learning Android using Kotlin, the new programming language, which is now recommended for building Android apps, I have a very detailed course on my own YouTube channel. Please do check it out. We will continue building these 7 use cases in the next video. See you there.